Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the Life's Good. I have a clue for you as to the subject material of today's video. One watering can. Now, I've been very busy for a few days. I haven't had the opportunity to make a video and keep you updated with progress on my plot and in my greenhouse. I'm out this afternoon and playing catch up on the plot and with the greenhouse, and I've realised that we have a small issue. And that is why the watering can has come into play. Now, in the greenhouse, obviously we have to water everything in there because rain does not fall inside the greenhouse. Stands to reason. However, I have an issue on my plot. We have had some strange weather just lately. It's been quite chilly, the wind has been cold, and it's been overcast, although we have had some sunny spells. But we have not had much rain. And I've realised that my plot is absolutely bone dry. So dry, in fact, that some of my planting out has suffered as a result. And I haven't been here to take the opportunity to actually water everything on the garden. It's quite surprising because you wouldn't normally expect to be having to water everything so much in April. However, that is the situation I have found this afternoon, and I'm taking steps to rectify that and to get some water on my plot to help everything along. Now, I'll lift you off the stand in a minute and let you have a little look at what I'm doing and show you in the greenhouse and show you a few of the problems and issues that I've come across. Well, just a quick look in the greenhouse first, guys. You can see everything is nice and lush and green in here. I've got a few things here still waiting to go out, but a lot of it has been hardened off. Pumpkins, courgettes, I've got the remains of lettuce sowings here. I've got some more ambassador peas to go out, and a few other bits and pieces. The pea shoots are just about over now. We keep taking pea shoots off. We've used them in salads, we've used them in all sorts, but they're getting a little bit too old now, so I'll probably be sowing some more fairly soon. The chilies are doing quite well. My small chilies here, they are the red chilies, and my peppers over here. I've got a few other sowings in here which are coming on. I've tried to bring on some swede in the greenhouse. I've multi-sown those, and I will harden those off quite quickly, I think, because we're getting close to sort of end of April going into May, and I'm going to be wanting to get these out on the ground. But I've got some swede there coming on, and a few more cabbage at the front here. Not all done so well, but there's a few there. There's enough for us to have some greens later in the year. If I can get those out, that would be really good. So we'll just pop outside now, and I'll show you what's happening on the garden outside, and in comparison to the sort of the nice temperate and moist atmosphere in my greenhouse. Right, we're just outside the chicken's house, and this is where I have some of my salad crops planted out. Yes, Daisy, I know, I'm talking to the viewer. Yes, thank you. They always get involved, these two chickens. They always have something to say. Right, as I was saying, this is where I have my salad crops out. I've got some radish. Further back there, I've got some spring onion. And I've got my Lola Rossa and all year round lettuce, and I've got some spinach crop here. However, this all year round lettuce is suffering as a result of a lack of moisture. Now, this ground, you can see that, is really, really dry, and that's as a consequence of the lack of rain. Now, as I was saying earlier, I think it's been at least 10 days, possibly more, since we last had any sort of decent rainfall, and because I've been so busy and I hadn't been out to visit this and have a good look, I wasn't aware of how dry this ground was getting. Now, these don't look too bad compared to further across the plot. Now, I'm going to take you up there now and show you what's happened to my broccoli, or my Cabbages, and my cabbages. Well, these are the cabbages I put out earlier on. I think I showed you in one of my earlier videos when that took place. and I protected them with wire mesh to keep the birds off. And I also, with the colder weather, put fleece over them. However, what I have not had to do, or what I haven't done, is water everything. I watered them when they were first put out, and I've watered them a couple of times since, but in the last week they have not received any water from me, and we have not had any rain, and consequently these do not look as happy as I would like. So I'm going to have to do something about that this afternoon, and I'll take you now across to the Cabbages and show you what's happened there. Well, I've just lifted you off the tripod, guys. I'm holding you freehand, so I'll try not to shake about too much. This is my Cabbages, and I put this out at the same time as my cabbage, but these have suffered badly. I now have Cabbages that looks like that. Now, can you see? I'll just try and get you down here. That is what's left of one of my Cabbages. There's another one. There's one here. They've suffered a bit of slug damage and maybe a little frost damage, I'm not sure. But predominantly, most of this, if I can get you down to here, most of this withering and sad looking plant is down to a lack of moisture. So it's been quite severe. So we now have to do something about that. And I'm going to get my little, what we call our tortoise, out. It's a sprinkler that looks the shape of a tortoise. We're going to get that out, put it on the plot and give this a good soaking this evening. Now if I just turn you around, you look back there, the peas are looking really good. They have not suffered at all. So I'm thankful for that. I've got leeks in front of there. There's a very fine row, you can probably just make it out, but that down there is a row of leeks. They're all multi-sown, but again they would benefit from some moisture. So I'm going to get that hose pipe out and get the tortoise sprinkler out, and I'm going to give this place a really good soak. Well, there we go, guys. I've got the sprinkler going. That's going to give the plot a really good soak. I'll leave that going for a good few, probably half an hour I would imagine, to give it a really good soaking, let it get right down through the top surface of the soil. Now it's not quite reaching all the way across. If I just turn you around a little bit, try not to jerk you around too much, it's not quite reaching the back of the plot here. So what I'll do is I'll move it across to where these little pebbles are at the end of my path. I'll move it to that section and switch it on there for a while to give everything a good soak. Really strange, but I hadn't realised that it was actually so dry out here. It's certainly not the time of year when I would be expecting to have to put a hose on to water everything in my garden. Well look, I'm going to have to crack on. I've got a few things to do, as always. There's always something to do in the garden. It's been a pleasant afternoon weather-wise. The greenhouse has been about 15 degrees, and that's Celsius. And overnight it's dropped to about 6 in there, so that's not too bad. I haven't had to put the heating on. But heat is not the issue. As you've seen today, my problems at the moment are to do with water and rain, or at least a lack of. Well, whatever you're doing this evening, guys, whatever you're up to, you all take care, enjoy yourselves, be happy, and we'll see you again soon on the Life's Good. Bye bye now. Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the Life's Good. I haven't had an awful lot of time. Start again, AJ.